All right, here we are. Mac and I made it to Echo, Utah. We're at the rest area. Look at the views. 2 weeks ago, we were here. It was cold, wet, snowy, slippery, overcast. Weather wasn't so pleasant. But look at now. Blue skies, mountains. We're in the valley here. I love it here. Every time I come to Utah, I stop here. It's a good stop. Even if I don't need a 30-minute break, I take one, like right now. So we're almost there to our delivery, but I did want to stop because I do like it here. And I wanted to talk about something that came to my mind when I was driving. Tires. You know, you see me checking the air pressure in the tires, and the company is always telling you check the air pressure in your tires. It fluctuates with the cold weather and hot weather. But something to keep in mind, because you know we're governed at 68 miles an hour, and there's reasons for that. But also your steer tires. You know, all of our tires are eco-friendly tires these days, and so that way when they shave off, it doesn't hurt the environment as it gets down into the waterways and whatnot. But by doing that, these new tires, some of them have speed limit, maximum speed limit on the tires. Some are at 70 miles an hour, some are at 65, some are at 75. And there's different weight restrictions, different levels, H level, G level. Our trucks, we have a 12,350 pound steer axle. So we're allowed to have 12,350 pounds on these two steer tires together. But what makes that happen is the air pressure. That's at 110 pounds of pressure. That is when both tires can carry that much weight. So if you have less than 110 pounds, the weight ability isn't there. And what happens is you overheat the steer tires. And if you overheat the steer tires, you're running the chance of having a blowout. And what made me think about that today is I saw a truck on the side of the road with a blowout. And fortunately, nothing happened. You know, they were on the side of the road. But in so many cases, if you're in a curve or something, you end up having a rollover. So our tires are for 75 miles an hour maximum speed at 110 pounds of air pressure. So keep that in mind. And then also, you can find that, of course I got the door locked. You can find that weight for your steer axle in your door jamb. So in ours, it's right here, and it says right here, 12,350 pounds. That's the amount, that's the gross amount of weight you can have on that steer axle. And we're allowed 20,000 pounds per axle on the tries. And so, which is fine, as long as you don't go over 80,000 pounds gross total weight of tractor and trailer. But just keep that in mind as a reason for the air pressure. And what you don't want to do is have a blowout. So anyhow, I'm gonna go take a little walk and enjoy this weather. It's really too warm. It's like 55 degrees. It's too warm for this jacket, but it's a force of habit. So anyhow, you know what? I'm just gonna take you guys with me. So let's go for a little walk. I'm gonna do something that I've been wanting to do since 1999, and I haven't. And so I'm taking this opportunity to do this right now. Look at those views. Love it. There's a trail right over here, and on the top of this hill, I don't know if you can see it from here, is an old wagon. It used to have a cover. In that rest area, in that center right there, is a lot of stuff from Donnie and Marie Osmond. Their photos are in there. There's all kinds of information about those two. And so if you come in here to Echo, stop by and check it out. It's pretty interesting. But the last time I was here, I posted it, and a buddy of mine, Kevin, he said, "Hey, did you walk up the trail?" I said, no, I did not. So this time I'm doing it because I told Kevin, now that's a pretty steep hill too. I told Kevin that I was going to do this. Now, 6 months ago, I went and tried it. You can hear my breathing a little bit. It's a pretty steep hill. But so I'm going to take 5 minutes and do this. See what the views are from up here. There's a good cardio here. But look at, holy smokes. It's beautiful. So, shout out to Kevin and Tanya, the joy of trucking. Ooh, it is really steep right here. But guess what? I'm doing it. Holy smokes. Oh my. Whew. Wow. That is, I just came from there. So, that's the eastbound that you're looking at now. Obviously, the cars coming at us is westbound. That's the direction I'm going. But look at it up here. Ooh, there you go. There's your train for the day. As Trucker Dan says, there's your train for the day. Going through the canyon here. Love it. I am so glad I came up here. Here's this old covered wagon, seen better days. Welcome to Echo Canyon. Upon this ground where you now stand exist the traces left here by Indians, trappers, immigrants, Pony Express, stagecoach, outlaws, railroad, and telegraph. Without them, we would not exist in the world. We now know. We will remember. Huh. Never knew this was here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I can. Look at that. Fancy. Nice. Right down there. Right down there past that bridge is the split. 80 keeps going west, and then you hit 84 to go north, and that's where I'm going. Wow. Kevin, thank you for pushing me to do this. This is something pretty cool. So, now the sun is shining. I can't see the phone. I can't see the camera here. Let me zoom out so you can get a better view. There you go. Wow, that goes down pretty steep. There goes that train. Yep, nice. All right, we're gonna walk down this hill. Hopefully walk and not roll. But like I said, 6 months ago, I wouldn't even tried this. But I am so glad. You can see how steep this is. I did. I love it. Now I can say I did it. So, another piece of the puzzle. Here we go. Part of that saying I keep saying that, get out of the truck and walk. and now explore, see what's actually here. I've been driving by this stuff since 1999, and I've never walked this trail. But I've been at this rest area, I don't know, 100 times. So I'm glad I did this. And I'm glad I'm bringing you along. And I noticed the subscribers just keeps growing. I'm getting text messages. Hey, I joined your channel. So thank you for everybody. I'll tell you what. You can tell that's a walk. That's a steep hill. And I'm proud that I did that. That's one long train. Holy smokes. Train goes on and on. All right. I'm going to get back. Mac and I got to go deliver this load. And I'm sure my 30-minute break is up. And I didn't eat no lunch or nothing because it's too early. But I did want to bring you along. I did want to talk to you about those tires. It's important that you maintain your air pressure. And it's just not to keep the air in the tire. It's because of the weight that the tire is carrying. And you don't want to overheat your tire because those sidewalls will give out. And the last thing you want is have a blowout on the steer and then lose all control. So, you just don't know what will happen after that. So be safe. And thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed being here. But I love this place here. All right, well, let me get over here so everybody can say goodbye to Mac. And I know Mac's the star of the show. He's my buddy. He's everybody's buddy. There's Mac. All right. So Mac and I, we're going to take off. He has done me really proud. He handles these roads, these mountains very nice. Of course, I treat him good too. So anyhow, I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me, and be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.